Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Magic Bringers Rising, the energy report for November 20th through the 26th. And find out what this dreamy week has to do with intuitive discernment for wisdom.
Welcome to Magic Bringers Rising Chats, a show by Super Secret Powers. I'm your host, Lindsay Baldessano, and let's get ready for a dose of energy healing, channeled guidance, and humor to keep your intuitive flow open and your roots grounded so you can lead the life of healing, spiritual purpose, and magic that you want.
So before we dive into all of the amazing energy of this week, I just have a couple notices. Rise like a phoenix from the ashes of your past. Well, the Awakening Adventure, my new event, invites you to rediscover the strength within. Learn to harness the power of your intuition, understand cosmic influences, and unlock a world of possibilities. Your journey to empowerment and success starts here. Will you take the first step? Join us on the Awakening Adventure and reignite the spark of your soul fire. Now, look in the comments for the show notes, and there'll be the link to sign up right there. We start December 11th, and it goes to the 15th, and I cannot wait to see you there. The other announcement is that I will be on a cruise starting November 26th. So the schedule is going to get a little disrupted. I'm probably not going to get the Magic Bringers Rising out for next week because this is a holiday week, and then we're leaving for the cruise. But yeah, no, stay tuned. We're still going to do the Living with Intuition that next Wednesday as well as this Wednesday, but next Wednesday as well. I'll just do it from the ship, which is fine. I'll get to show you beautiful things. Wednesday, cross our fingers, we should be at the private island. So it should be gorgeous. If not, if we don't get to the private island, well, then I'll just be on the ship, which will still be nice, but I'll probably have to do it from the room because of noise. So this week, my magic bringers is going to be full of magic. But we've entitled it like Intuitive Discernment Week, or the search for wisdom kind of stuff, because it is so dreamy. We've got a lot of Neptune, we've got a lot of Uranus or Uranus, or however you want to say it. But then it's kind of counterbalanced with a lot of Mars energy and a lot of moon energy, like a lot of moon energy, because we are approaching the full moon next Monday. So it's a very dreamy sort of week where we may not feel completely in touch with reality. Pros and cons, as always, when we're talking about cosmic influence. It will certainly make a very nostalgic and magic feeling holiday for those of us in the US. This is Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you find much to be thankful for, despite, the colonial story behind the holiday. Enjoy it with your friends. Just take it as a time to really be with people, because we certainly have that energy this week. So we start off, the cons, of course, are, the grounding. The grounding that's going to be needed, the ability to dip into your discernment toolbox to really figure out which ideas are coming forward that are most implementable now, that are in alignment with future steps. So it's like this prioritization of the ideas that are coming through, so you know what you can start this week, next week, that will then also lead into that bigger goal that might be coming through, that bigger vision of what your life could be. I do see a lot of like falling away of old ideas so that we can then push forward. And over time, not immediately, because, we're gearing up for 2024. So we need that big vision that's going to take us into that energy of that number 8 year of success and small victories, and maybe finding a bit of a resting place where we can then grow, because then 8, 9, 10, numerologically, the next 3 years, we're ending this cycle. And we all want to end that cycle on a really good note, right? We want to end that cycle where we're also setting ourselves up and the next generations up for something even better, even more healthy, even more aligned with who we are as spirit embodied. It's like beautiful, huge, juicy energies these next 3 years. But we have to learn how to hold it. And we have to learn how to plan with our intuition, not in spite of the seeming randomness that a lot of beginners experience when they are coming into their intuition and they haven't yet found the right practices and skills to really help make it work for them. Anyway, because that's my whole damn. So Monday, we have a Master 11 day. We have some Pluto energy, which might lend us to some reconciliation. And the moon is slipping into Pisces, so it's a little looking at the past, but looking at how we might be able to like pick up pieces or bring things back together or get back on track. So then Tuesday, tomorrow, we have some of that Mars energy, so we might be feeling the passion again. And then the moon's hitting Pluto. So we still are kind of like working through where we had been and finding a way forward. Wednesday is when the energy really starts to change up for the week, because it's such a moony day. Moony day. Good phrase, right? Saturn does come along to help us practice a little bit more self-responsibility and direction. Thursday, we have like Neptune and the moon doing a dance. The sun slips into Sagittarius. So it's like not even just dreamy, it's dreamy and excited and getting ready for that next adventure on Thanksgiving. Not really the day we all think of, moving forward with plans here in the US, because, you're busy with food prep and cleanup and visiting and traveling and people. If you want to hear all about people and dealing with your family over the holidays as an empath or intuitive, yeah, you want to watch and join in on the conversation we're having in the Living with Intuition video on Wednesday. So then Friday, Mars slips into Sagittarius, so like we're getting even more excited for adventure. The moon goes into Taurus, which might help ground things out like we needed to, because we'll be a little bit more focused on home health, family, that kind of stuff. Pluto, more Pluto energy, more Saturn energy. Then we come into the weekend, and the weekend we are finally coming into the pre-shadow of Mercury, and we have Mars square Saturn, which really might, if we need to get things done over the weekend, we're going to need to tap into our endurance and our ability to just do it, whether we feel it or not. And Sunday, we have the Uranus energy, we have Neptune energy, we have Pluto energy, and the moon is coming into Gemini. So, lots of stuff going on Sunday that we're going to need some grounding for. We're going to need to be able to really tap into that bigger vision so we can have some motivation to come through in a not completely triggered way. But then we slip into that full moon in Gemini, and it's actually going to be a really good energy, I think. I love you all. And if you're interested in having the light language medicine for the week, you can certainly get on the wait list for the Queen of Your Inner Realms circle, because that is where I do the kind of cosmic alignment for the week now. We're kind of switching things up here at Super Secret Powers. And yeah, stay tuned, and I hope you have a beautiful holiday. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and don't forget to tune in, especially this week with the holidays coming up, to this week's Living with Intuition web series. All right. Love you all. Brightest blessings. Happy Thanksgiving. Magic!